Hello everyone, and welcome to the Pandaren Quadruple Classic. In this episode, we'll be going back in time, quite literally, to Left 4 Dead, to remaster the classic achievement guides that, let's be completely honest here, probably no one actually liked. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it and remaster this ancient classic. To begin this video the actual, proper way, we're going to start with the expert achievements on actual expert difficulty. If you're aware, on expert difficulty, enemies definitely hit a lot harder, and it's very easy to get killed. So the best way you're going to be able to tackle a lot of these courses, which include Dead Center, Dark Carnival, Swamp Fever, Hard Rain, and the Parish, is to basically just go slow, and be very careful with where you're going, and i.e. like going into a room or grabbing an item, and just what you're doing. Always be aware of your surroundings, listen to those sound cues, and just take your time. Especially on expert difficulty, you just want to take your time, because once the horde starts coming, you're just going to get completely slammed in, and it's not going to be a fun time. So just go slow, and you might die. But here's a little bit of a sneak peek at each campaign, just to get an idea of just what expert difficulty is like. Our next achievement on this list is Kite Like a Man. Yes, that definitely sounds like a good man. It's like, kite like a man! Anyway. For this particular achievement, you'll want to head to the final chapter in the Passing campaign. Not the Sacrifice, because it's a completely different game, even though it's part of the same game. Anyway. While you're filling up your gas tanks in the generator, you'll probably have a tank spawn. You don't want to kill this tank, because reasons. Basically, you want to run around the map in such a way where you let the Left 4 Dead 1 survivors, which are up in this balcony, up here, you want to basically let them kill the tank themselves. You don't want the AI bots, or say if it's like for you and like 3 of your friends, for example, you don't want all of your friends or yourself or the AI-controlled computers to actually shoot the tank. You just want the Left 4 Dead 1 survivors up on that balcony to kill the tank by themselves. Hence the name Kite Like a Man. You don't want to actually shoot the tank, you don't want him to hit you or anything like that, you just want the Left 4 Dead 1 survivors to kill them. Bear in mind, this achievement is definitely a bit of a tricky one because tanks and weirdness, it is a bit unpredictable, so it may take a couple attempts at this, but just be wary. Our next 2 achievements are going to be in the Parish campaign, specifically on chapters 3 and 5. In Chapter 3, as we all know, there's a giant sewer section. And after you come out of the sewer section via a ladder, you'll appear into this massive used car lot. And in the car lot, there's a bunch of cars with actual alarms on them. So if you walk on top of them, if you shoot them, if you punch them, an alarm will go off alerting the horde. The way this particular achievement works, in this case, it's Violence in Silence, is basically that you just have to get through the used car lot without actually triggering any of these alarms. The best way I figured to do this is A, don't use an actual gun, like a shotgun or a submachine gun. Just don't use actual guns, just use melee weapons. As this way it just makes it so that melee is better in the situation, so that way you don't loosely toss a bullet at a car or something. Bear in mind that if you're playing with AI bots, like in single player or something, you can get this achievement because the AI bots, if they shoot a car, I'm pretty sure it doesn't alert it, but if they step on it, it's still going to alert it, so just be mindful of that. But always use a melee weapon in this situation, as it's just better and safe, but if you feel confident using a gun and you're good at aim, then go for it. Aside from that, take your time, go around each car slowly, and just make sure that you're not going to have to punch something and accidentally punch the car or something. But take your time, get through it, and you should be able to get this achievement. And the final achievement in this achievement guide is a very interesting one, and that is on the final chapter of the parish, the bridge. For this particular achievement, which is the bridge over treble slaughter, I can't pronounce the name because it's really weird, but for this particular achievement you're going to need an adrenaline shot. Why do you need an adrenaline shot, you might ask? Well, it's actually for a speed boost. That's because this particular achievement requires you to get from the start of the bridge, from where it actually lowers down and you can actually start going across the bridge, all the way to the end helicopter at the end of the level. And you have to do that within a span of 3 minutes or less. The best way to do this is to simply just book it, but the reason why we use the adrenaline shot here is to actually get a free boost off the start after the bridge drops. You get a bit of a minor boost and it does help. Do I think you probably don't need the shot? You could try to run without it, but it's highly recommended that you get one, and there should be one that spawns at least one in the safe room. But if you just follow this particular route I'm doing here in the video, then you should definitely be able to get to the helicopter in time. Just be mindful where zombies are, because again, they're going to try to get you, and you have to be mindful of your AI computers if you're playing a single player, because they will be behind you a lot when you actually get to the helicopter. So just be ready to hold out for like 30 seconds to a minute just to let your AI friends catch up so you can actually get on the helicopter.
Let's go! Get to the chopper!
Let's go! Everyone to the helicopter! Get in here!
But that basically concludes this achievement guide video. I hope this guide ended up helping you out in the end to get these achievements, and as always, thank you for watching the Pandaren Quadruple Classic. We'll see you in the next classical remaster. Take it easy. Later.